Okay, hey everybody, it's me, Stephen, and I am doing my interview with Miss Sarah Rentz. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and she works here at South Alabama, and I'll ask her to introduce herself.
Again, like Stephen said, my name is Sarah Rentz. I am the fitness coordinator at the Student Recreation Center, so I'm in charge of all the group fitness classes and the personal training. And then I also am adjunct faculty in the PE department, as well as the College of Arts and Sciences, where I teach freshman seminar.
Okay, great. Thank you for doing the interview with me.
Sure.
And we're going to discuss a little bit about technology and teaching. So, my first question is, in your experience in education and teaching, what are some of the ways your teachers in the past use technology?
Well, I will tell you that I started college in 1995 and I graduated in 1999. And 1995 was just about the start of when the internet and email was becoming mainstream. At that point, not too many of my college professors were using technology in terms of internet and email, but I was a member of the University of Georgia Honors Program.
Okay.
And when I was a freshman, I got a notification that we had to all set up email accounts because they weren't going to send any notifications by postal mail anymore. Everything was going to come by email. And so that was really one of my first introductions to technology in a college setting.
Okay.
When I was an undergraduate, most instructors would teach either with assigned readings or the old overhead projectors, okay, where you had to actually write on the slides. No one used PowerPoint, okay, no one put anything online. And then when I was in graduate school, when I went to graduate school, that was 2005 to 2007, so technology had been bumped up a lot. And we used a program at my school, James Madison University, called Blackboard, which is very similar to South's eCompanion. Okay, everything was on Blackboard. I mean, assigned readings, websites where we could get more information. Very few instructors just gave us assigned readings from a textbook.
So you enjoyed that part. That was helpful.
That was very helpful, and it also gave me a lot more freedom to do my assignments wherever I wanted, whether it was at home or in my office at the graduate school or in the library, or if I was out of town. I went to a conference once for a few days, and I borrowed a laptop. I didn't have a laptop, so I borrowed a laptop, and I was able to take it with me and do all my assignments. You know, just made it life a lot more portable. So that was better than lugging heavy textbooks around.
Okay, next question I had is, I know that you're a fitness teacher and your teaching is more involved in activity, but what are some ways that technology can help you in your classes?
In terms of the fitness classes, I put most of my music on my iPod, and I rarely carry a CD case around anymore. Most gyms, including the rec center, do have the capability for us to hook up our iPods to the stereo systems. In fact, if I go to a gym where there's not a hookup for an iPod, that gym is considered outdated. Okay, but you know, 5 years ago, very few gyms had hookups for our iPods. The only downside is that if I forget to charge my iPod, then I run out of juice, and I do need to use a CD. So I always carry a CD as a backup. Let's see what else. I get ideas for my classes from YouTube and podcasts, whereas years ago, if I wanted to get ideas for fitness classes, I either had to go attend a workshop, which I still do, just not as often, but I would attend a workshop, or I would go take a class somewhere. But I could sit at my desk right here, type in step aerobics routines in YouTube, and come up with a new idea for class in 5 or 10 minutes. So that's very helpful. In terms of management of my staff, most of the fitness instructors here at South are students, and if I send them an email or if I call and leave a voicemail, I probably won't get a response. Very few of them will give me a response. But if I send them a text message,
Mm-hmm.
or if I send them a message via Facebook, I can get a response
Mm-hmm.
just like that.
Yeah.
And so I use that technology just on a day-to-day, hey, I need a sub for a class, can you do it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I can, I've had to learn how to communicate with the students.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Have you ever been in a situation where you were in a college class and you had a book that you never used?
Well, when I was in college, when I was an undergraduate in the 90s, most of the information we got was from listening to other students talk who had taken a class previously.
Mm-hmm.
If many students said, oh, that instructor never used the book, don't bother buying it, then we would usually take those students' advice,
Yeah.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
But of course, all the professors would say, you have to buy the
You
book.
need this book, yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to graduate school, again, 2005, 2007, the professors were very upfront about saying, I'm not going to use the textbook. They might show us a textbook where we would use 2 chapters out of it,
Mm-hmm.
the entire class, and those professors would scan the pages and put it as a PDF file on Blackboard where we could just download it.
Yeah.
So that way we weren't having to buy textbooks. I will say that my professors in graduate school were very good about recommending textbooks. They would say, if you want further reading, here are a list of great textbooks that you might use one day. And I did go out and buy some of my own initiative,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And I have used them professionally once I got past school. In terms of my teaching, and I'm sure the College of Arts and Sciences is going to love this, I don't have my students really use the textbook, and I don't have them buy it, because we talk a lot in freshman seminar about life skills, not just an introduction to the university, but life skills. When we're talking about money management, they're going to get a lot more out of money management if I teach them terminology they're going to use, if I teach them what APR means, if I teach them about credit reports. I will have them go online and get a copy of their credit report, and then we will talk about what's a good credit score. How do you obtain that good credit score? What are some things you can do to lower your credit score, and what are the consequences of that? Hey, you might get a loan, but you're going to have a higher interest rate. And so I want them to learn things that are going to be useful in life, not just reading out of a textbook. So I personally, in freshman seminar, don't use the textbook.